Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm Tim, Trucks Daisy, and we're Haulin Paws. If you've been following me on social media, you know that the first 2 weeks of January went pretty good. And then I had to take about a week off because it was my son's 21st birthday, my wife's birthday of an undisclosed amount, and our 35th wedding anniversary. So I was off the road for about a week and did the family stuff and all that. Now it's time to get back on the road. So I had to make room in the truck so that my wife could get in and we could go places. So now I got to put all that stuff back in the truck. So let's get at it. First, a block of foam goes across the seat, then my platform, then adjust the seat so it's in the right spot. Cooler, plug it in. Then my stuff tub, then my cab book and my company policy book, and my little binder, transport plates in front window. I store both of them there, and then when I need the one for the back, then I just pull the back one out and put it in the back. Hitch bag, it's got everything I need to hitch up campers, whether it be like weight distribution brackets, my impact, torque sticks, and all that stuff. Torque wrench, boots, super warm gloves, my window wipey thing, and that's how I set up the front seat. I've got some food and some different things in the front, some snacky things. I don't know, all kinds of different little things in here. Got my humidifier for dry winter air, and bowls and forks and spoons and stuff like that. Trash cans right next to it. Then I got a roll of paper towel that fits right in there. Got my Windex in the door here, some alcohol and some different things in the door there. But the cooler goes right here. I can just pop it open, get to my stuff, and then away I go. Now I gotta fix up the back end, get my bed all ready again. I'm gonna take the sheets off and all that and wash all that, and then just make sure that everything else is ready to go back here. Got my little fan, and the battery is charged right here for it. And then I've got my drone and my stabilizer equipment for camera shooting all in here. But I gotta get this stuff washed and then get it all packed. Just to show you what I do with these, when I'm traveling, I just take them and slide them down in the back of the bed right there, and it keeps them nice and flat and protected. So I'm getting ready to go on the road, and I'm all loaded up, got everything in the back, got all my junk here, and I've said it many times, my loving wife packs me up these dinners, and this one's goulash. I've got some chicken and pasta and peppers in there, and they're frozen solid, and I put them in my cooler and they stay frozen in there. So I got I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 meals right off the bat in my cooler, and I'll stop at Walmart and pick up a few more over time and get some breakfast items and things like that. So now it's time to get on the road. Going over the Mackinac Bridge, and I can't remember the last time that water out there was this ice-free this late in January. Usually there's lots of ice out there, and on the other side, on the shore, it's usually piled up, and you come down here, people go down there to see the blue ice because it just folds all up and makes giant piles. And the ice is real see-through also, so you can walk on it and you can see several feet down into the water with big mounds of ice. Just nothing out there right now. The GPS is cool. It actually shows you shows me on a suspension bridge. That's crazy. Never noticed that before. Snow, snow, snow. About 45 minutes south of my house. We're gonna see how far south I gotta go before the snow's gone. I'm about 3 hours south of home, and most of the snow is gone. There's still a little bit here, but most of it is gone. There's nothing right up next to the roads. I can see it off in the sides of the roads, but only a little bit, not a ton. So we're getting closer. Well, it's morning in Angola. Roads appear to be a little bit icy here. So I'm gonna roll on toward the yard and see how the roads are. Might have to wait to pick up for a little bit if the roads are not great, but I'm at least gonna get out there and see how bad the roads are. Well, made it to the yard, and the roads were not bad at all. So now I've got mine right over here, and I'm gonna get it hooked up, hook and book. It is a 25-foot Globetrotter. So got to do my inspection, get her hooked up, and we'll get out of here. All loaded up and rolling. So now I'm gonna get down the road a little bit, put some miles down on her, and then we'll get into the whole checking your hubs thing. The next stop, I'll get out, show you how I check the hubs and some other stuff out there, just to make sure you don't have any hub, wheel bearing, tire problems, things like that. So stay tuned. All right, so let's talk about the wheels and bearings and things on the trailer. If you pull campers or trailers or whatever long enough, eventually you're probably going to run into a wheel bearing failure or a tire failure. A buddy of mine picked up a reload in the Northeast. I think it was Vermont or Connecticut or something up there, but he got down to South Carolina, and he had a catastrophic wheel bearing failure, and the whole thing just came right off. I mean, everything, the tire, the wheel, and the brake drum all separated from the camper while he was going down the highway. Now, it's dangerous for a number of different reasons, but one of the dangers is, now you've got one less tire on the camper and it's dragging on the ground, and you have to get it under control and get it off the road. But beyond that, there's an extreme danger for oncoming traffic. If the tire comes off on the driver's side, that tire can cross the median and it can go into oncoming traffic. So now you've got a tire, a wheel, and a brake drum that's all coming at an oncoming car that could be coming at 75 or 80 miles an hour. That could be deadly for the people on the other side. So you want to check your wheels, check your tires, and check your wheel bearings as much as you can while you're on the road. Now, every time that I stop, I do my wheel bearing check. And I'm going to show you what I do to do my wheel bearing checks. It's pretty simple. You are carrying two of the tools that you need to do it in a kind of a generic way. And then there is one other tool that you can use that's a little more accurate, but still, you don't have to have it. You just have to have some common sense. So let's get out and I'll show you how I do that. All right, so this is the tool that I use. Now you can do it with this tool. So what you want to do if you're using this tool is a couple of different things. You want to feel this cap and see how it feels. How hot is it? Then feel the other cap and see how hot that is. The exact temperature of these things is not important. The most important part is how much hotter is this one compared to the other one. If you've got one wheel that's hot, then you've got a problem developing, whether it be in the tire itself, on the rim, or on this cap. So you feel the cap, feel your lug nuts, and you feel this tire. If you got one that feels hotter,
than the rest, significantly hotter, like you'll be able to notice it, then you've got a problem developing. Now, I use this Ryobi infrared thermometer. It's got a digital readout right here, so you just point it at the thing and you go, okay, that's the temperature for it, and it reads it out there. So I do the cap, then I do the lug nuts area, or the wheel flange area, and then I also check the tires. If you have one tire that's getting hotter than the rest, then you've got some kind of problem developing. Maybe you got a broken belt in a tire, or it's low on air, or something like that. But get yourself one of these thermometers. I'll leave a link in the description for this one. You know me, I'm a Ryobi fanboy, but it works really good. They're not expensive. They run on a 9-volt battery, and you just check your temperature. You can also use this to check temperatures of things on your truck, whether it be exhaust pipe temperatures, or transmission pan temperatures, or bearing temperatures. If you think you got a wheel brake hanging up, you can use it to check that. There's a lot of things you can use this for. Now, you can also use an infrared camera, and I have one of those too. I use it more for diagnosing engine problems or cooling problems, bearing problems, things like that. But it's a little device that plugs into your phone, and then it turns your phone into an infrared camera, so it can detect heat all over the place. And I'll leave a link in the description to the one that I have. It works really good. It literally just plugs into your phone. That's it. You charge it up with the USB-C, and then you plug it into your phone, and away you go. And you can use it for all kinds of different things besides just checking temperatures on your vehicle. You can use it in the woods to look for heat signatures for animals and all kinds of stuff like that too. Now, the other thing that you're going to want to do is just grab the top of the tire and shake it. If you get a clunk, 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 then you've got a problem happening here in the wheel bearing. Now, there's two main reasons that wheel bearings fail. One is improper adjustment. It's too tight or it's too loose. Usually it's too loose. So then they start failing. And then the other one is lack of lubrication. The grease has not been serviced, it's leaked out, whatever's happened to it, it's not there. Both circumstances will create friction, and that will create heat. Heat is detectable. So every time you stop, you just jump out while you're pumping fuel, just run around, beep, 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 beep. Just make sure you're checking all the temperatures on your tires, and then hopefully you won't have a failure like my buddy did. Now we got to get back on the road, get this baby delivered. It's in almost downtown LA, so that's going to be fun. Delivering in San Gabriel. It appears to be somewhere around Chinatown, because when I zoomed in on the maps, there was a whole bunch of Chinese restaurants all around it. So maybe I get some good lunch. Should be delivering about 11:30 local time. California, land of the 55 mile an hour. Fun. This part's kind of pretty though. I'm in Southern California, headed into Los Angeles area.
A few moments later.
Well, I got my delivery done yesterday, and then what is that dealer? Great dealer. They had a cool Airstream fish tank that was in the showroom. So I took a picture of that. I'll put it somewhere over here so you can see it. But it's pretty cool. I was like, that's a pretty expensive fish tank there. My son said it was super cool. He wants one now. But they got it all washed up, and then did the inspection, and then sent me on my way. So I had some time to kill because my next appointment wasn't until this morning. So that was at noon I was delivering. So I had all afternoon to just kill some time. So I went down to Hollywood, drove around Hollywood for a while, found the Hollywood sign, got a picture with the Hollywood sign, Then I went down to Beverly Hills and I took this old redneck machine of mine right down Rodeo Drive with the LED whips going and the whole 9 yards. And welcome to Rodeo Drive. Taking my redneck machine right down Rodeo Drive. Gucci. Prada. Louis Vuitton. Look at that. There's a Porsche. Trying to get to the Hollywood sign, I got myself into a place where trucks should not be. It was super tight, and then I came up on a super steep part. I'll stick that little piece of video in here. I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to be here because I can't go that way. It's one way that way. This is, yeah. Not where I'm supposed
Turn
to
right
be.
on Vista Del Mar Avenue, then take the first left.
Oh my gosh.
Turn right at the stop sign, then take the first right.
Shut up. Holy crap. Yeah, I'm pretty sure not supposed to be in here. 15% grade. Holy crap. Why am I here? Why did they build stuff on this? All right, now I just got to figure out how to get out of here. Found a little park to go for a walk in. Kind of cool. And then I went back to Riverside. Is that what it is? Yeah. And stopped at the Petro there and got some dinner that night. And luckily I spent money on dinner, because if you don't spend any money, parking there at the TA or the Petro, there's two of them there, is I think it was 20 or 25 bucks to park there overnight, even unloaded with just a pickup truck, any vehicle. So, but they said if I bought something that was worth 20 bucks, then they would give me the night for free. So it wasn't a big deal. I was starving, so I went over and got me some hot food over there in the iron skillet, and then I went up for the night and got my appointment out of the way this morning. I had a meeting with the safety guys and the logging people and all that stuff. And now I am headed north out of LA to go pick up a reload that goes to Mesa, Arizona. So that's pretty good. I mean, I would have liked it to be longer, but I'm taking this one. It's not going to be the most profitable because it's kind of a shorter run, but I want to learn how the paperwork goes for the reloads on boats, because that's what I'm going to pick up is a boat. So the paperwork's a little bit different, and the the hookup's a little bit different and things like that, and where the yard's at, I don't know where that's at. So I'm going to figure all that out so I have time to learn it. I can deliver it tomorrow, but if not, it's not a big deal. Tomorrow is Saturday. It's not a huge deal because I'm taking my time on this one, so I get all the paperwork done, and if I deliver it Monday morning, that's fine too. Not a huge deal. So that's what I'm fixing to do. So this video's just about done. I'll probably give you a quick update once I get the reload picked up, and then there won't be probably much after that. So we'll check in a little bit. So just a side note, I'm at the TA in Livingston, California. It's off 99, and a way better experience here than at the last TA that I was at. They don't charge you to park here. The parking lot is huge. There's plenty of parking for RVs or just your unloaded truck. They do have, behind me over there, they do have some paid parking for just single vehicles or whatever. You can reserve it, but all these other spots are free. And inside they had really nice showers. The store was real nice. I mean, if you've been in a lot of TAs, you know they're not all super great, but this one was more like a Love's. It was real nice on the inside. The showers were big and clean. Laundry and all that was in there. Definitely I'll be back here since I'm only like 15 minutes away from where I'm picking up my reload. So this is going to be one of my regular stops because it was quiet around here, didn't have any problems, and lots of parking. So good deal, and it's right off the highway. So let's go get the reload. A little foggy out here this morning. This is a little earlier than I'm used to getting up. Usually I get up after the fog is all burned off. Now on these boats, you have to take off this cap with an Allen wrench so you can get to the lug nuts. And there's 10 holes and only 5 lug nuts in there. So you have to look in there and find the lug nuts and then properly tighten them. And one other thing, on these caps, only 2 of the bolts are real Allen bolts. The other ones are for decoration, but there's 2 that hold the cap on. And when you look at them, they look a little bit different. These are really shiny, and these ones over here, the actual ones, are stainless steel, and they weren't quite as shiny, so you can tell which one's which. And the hitch is a little bit different on these. It's got this plate. You flip down, you want to make sure that that little latch is underneath there. If it lands like that, that's not good. You want to latch it all the way down. It does come with a pin to put through here, but I am going to put my lock through here and lock it on. Just do my knee. So do the lock, and then I'm gonna take zip tie this here so that I don't lose this. And then a lot of people put their power cord and their breakaway cable through their tongue lock, and with this style you don't have that. So what I do is I'll put them over here and I'll zip tie them right to that, just so that if they do come loose, they don't fall and drag on the ground. Well, I guess that's going to be the last of the video here. I'm sitting at a Flying J in Arizona. I'll make delivery first thing tomorrow morning. That'll be on a Monday. It's Sunday right now, so I don't take delivery today, so there's not any giant rush to get over there. So I went for a walk out in the desert, kind of took a look around. Made me think about the desert that is the RV industry right now. Hopefully it'll pick up for you guys. I guess we have to deal with the elephant in the room. Yes, I left Wave and I went looking for some other opportunities. It was, you know, everybody knows it's really slow. So I just had to do what was right for me and my family. So I left Wave, and I'm working with a small company that is from out west, and my dispatcher lives in Michigan where I live. So I get dispatches out of there and out of India, out of Ohio, out of Texas, out of California. There's dispatches from a lot of different outlets. So I'm going to have to work harder to still make the same amount of money that I was making before with this company, but it was the best for my family and for my situation right now. I'm not going to put the name of the company out there and all that stuff. It's a small family-owned company. It's I'm basically renting their DOT numbers and some of their dispatch services. I carry my own cargo insurance, own liability insurance, everything I carry. I pay for all of that. It's quite expensive, but I'm trying to make it work. It's different than working for an RV transport company. I transport lots of different things now. So I'm pulling loads off of Central Dispatch and Free Freight and Power Only and all that stuff. So I'm looking for loads all over the place to pull them off those boards. So it's a different setup. It's not like the companies out of Indiana that hire whole bunches of drivers. We have like 25 drivers and that's it. We don't hire anymore. So I can't tell you to go to this company. Everything is very volatile now. You can't just jump ship and go to a different company because everybody's in the same boat. Right now I'm kind of making this work and doing the best that I can do. But that's what's going on with me. Who knows? Things could change down the road and my circumstances could change. But right now, I'm doing the best I can to make it work. And that's where it stands. So I'm going to end the video here and wish you all safe travels. And I hope to see you on the road. And we're just all out here making money 1 mile at a time. Have a good one. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe if you're not a subscriber, all that good stuff. Share it to other places so that other people can see these videos. And I'll talk to you later. Have a good one.